Media credit, Kelly Hooper, staff photographer Caroline Laguerre-Brown, the Vice Provost of Diversity, Equity and Community Engagement, and Provost Forrest Maltzman present proposed updates to Title IX policies and procedures at a Faculty Senate meeting Friday. Officials released drafts of new Title IX policies Friday amid increased scrutiny about the way the university handles cases of sexual misconduct. Under the new policies, a single official will handle sexual misconduct investigations instead of a six-person faculty and student-led hearing board, and all faculty will be mandated to report harassment to the Title IX office. The policies, which were presented at a Faculty Senate meeting Friday, still await approval from the Board of Trustees next week but are expected to be instituted, officials said. It is reflective of best practice. Caroline Laguerre-Brown, the Vice Provost of Diversity, Equity and Community Engagement, said of the new policies. If you look at universities that have gone through really difficult situations with Title IX, they have policies that look more like the one we are proposing and less like the policy we currently have in place. The new policies follow a year-long external review of GW's Title IX policies and procedures by the law firm Cousin O'Connor. Officials brought in the outside legal experts last summer after the university's policies came under fire when a senior and sexual assault survivor launched a campaign to expel her alleged assailant and claimed officials mishandled her case. The updates also come as the university is investigated by the Department of Education for possible violations of federal law for the way it has handled sexual violence complaints. Provost Forrest Maltzman said there is a reasonable chance the Board of Trustees will institute the new policies at its final meeting of the year next Friday. He added that the new policies would be subject to continuous review if approved to ensure that the university's stance on resolving Title IX complaints remains up to date. Policies are changing, our students' expectations are changing and we learn things all the time, Maltzman said. It is also essential that universities get this right. There have been instances where members of our community have had experiences that could have been handled better. Members of the Faculty Senate had mixed reactions to the new policies. Philip Wirtz, the Vice Dean for Programs and Education at the School of Business, joined several other faculty members in criticizing officials for failing to give faculty members notice about the changes and not including them in the drafting process. It seems to me that the faculty should have had a seat at the table a long time ago, Wirtz said. If what we are doing is saying, okay, 12 days is more than enough for the faculty to provide whatever input that needs to be provided, on a policy as important as this one, that any other policy that's as important as this one will be subject to the same 12-day precedent. University President Thomas LeBlanc said administrators worked as quickly as possible to inform faculty about the proposed changes, but several of the new policies came together in recent weeks as Cousin O'Connor wrapped up its review. He said administrators had to make a judgment call about whether to move forward with an improved plan based on the review or an old policy that has many flaws when judged in light of the standards of today. It's a judgment call as to we're better off adopting a policy that has some warts to it, but they're not the kinds of warts that we have proven over time create horrible effects on our campus, as is the case of the older policies like the one we have now, LeBlanc said. Liz Conacher and Parth Kotak contributed reporting.